Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unnecessary singing. But
Welcome back to the Mental House.
hi guys, Maison Haffie here. How you doing? Huh? You're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so today I have a little rant. And the sentence is, as the title explains, we needed to see how far he would go. What a dangerous, dangerous sentence for really anyone to say. In other words, we needed to see how far he would go. We needed to see how hard we could push him to be the person that we want him to be. We need to push him as far as we possibly can so we can help the world see the image that we see. How far? No, we needed to see how far he would go. We needed to see how far we could break him to mold him into the image that we see so we can then deliberately destroy his life. Because why? Why would someone do that? Well, people might do that because they're power hungry. Because they don't like you. Because they don't understand certain things about this world. They don't understand mental health. They don't understand what they're doing is wrong. They don't understand what their actions can do. And actually, scratch that. They very well do understand what their actions might cause because they're going out of their way to deliberately act so vile and disgusting towards this individual because they want him to hurt, because they wanted to see how far he would go. And what's always interesting is when that person never quite gets as far as they were expecting, so they push harder and harder and harder until that person loses their mind, breaks, or as they're losing their mind, breaks, has a psychotic breakdown. And at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I have some mental health issues, okay? And I'm learning every day how to cope with them in the healthiest manner that I possibly can. And something that I hear to this day is, we had to see how far he would go. Now, this sentence really is pretty messed up. It gives a person the sense of satisfaction of feeling like their bad actions are justifiable, really. It makes a person feel like, oh, well, I needed to do this to see how he would react. And if he doesn't react in the way that we so want him to, then we'll push him in a different way to try to continue making this individual react in the way that we want him to. It is a dangerous sentence. We needed to see how far he'd go. This entails that an individual would go out of their way to deliberately push you in every aspect that they possibly can from beginning to end, to deliberately try to cause a reaction that is so negative and so harmful that it would give them satisfaction to know that they made you break, that they made you weak, that they had power over you. We need to see how far I'd go. Now, if anyone ever says this to you, my advice, I don't know anything because I'm 23, but I think I know what I feel and understand. And age, actually, just for the record, scratch that. Age does not dictate wisdom. You can be very young and have a lifetime of wisdom, and you can be very old and be incredibly obtuse. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the sentence, we needed to see how far he would go. If anyone ever says that to you, first of all, that is a form of extreme abuse, and within all of that are abusive traits that will happen consistently. It's an excuse for an individual to diminish their own integrity and use that as an excuse as justice. For example, like, you know, there's people in this world that genuinely might be good people, but when it comes to certain circumstances, they go out of their way to act as if they're not. And that's a choice, unless it is mental health, mental health. And then in that sense, they should get the help they need, and people should give them the help they need so they don't treat other individuals, such as whoever, in the manner that they do, because it's not okay. People who have mental illness, people who are sick, need to get that help. And if they don't get that help themselves, then other people need to help them get that help. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot that goes into this, but I just want you to know, if anyone ever says, oh, we needed to see how far you would go, how far he would go, how far she would go, that is an excuse for them to diminish their own morale, to feel as though their decisions and actions are justifiable, and they're not. They're not justifiable. Anyone that thinks that it's okay to, on a daily basis, to abuse a person they don't know or abuse anyone, to, in every fashion, from sexually abuse to verbal abuse, to emotional abuse, to harassment, to name calling, to bullying, to intentionally aggravating people, to lie about people, to discriminate against sexuality, skin color, intellectual ability, to intentionally diminish someone every single day because you feel it's your right as an individual to make others hurt, is not okay, and it never will be okay. You aren't allowed to do that, and the outcome of your decisions will happen, no matter what happens to the individual that you have been trying to hurt. And this isn't going to all of you. This is my explanation of anyone that thinks it's okay to use the phrase, we needed to see how far he would go, because that's appalling. That's just disgusting. Now, don't get me wrong. I've done many appalling things in my life. I've done many disgusting things in my life. But that is why every single day I strive to be my best self, no matter what the world around me says, no matter what anyone does, and no matter how much it hurts or unnatural it feels, I will strive to be my best self, because I deserve to be happy, because the world deserves to see the best version of me, because no matter what the outside world decides to try to do to me, doesn't matter, because as long as I'm happy in here, and I really am striving to be my best self, and I'm living a lawful and moral life, there's nothing anyone can do to fucking touch me. Pardon my language. And that goes for all of you. We needed to see how far he would go. Never, ever let that become your reality. If someone is intentionally antagonizing you, putting you down, deliberately hurting you and your family, lying to your face, making a mockery of yourself, and doing their best to literally fit you in this box and mold that they think is you, don't be that person. Don't ever be that person, because you know who you are, and they don't. Do not give them the power that they so rightfully don't deserve. And time will tell, I promise. If you stay strong, if you focus in on your goals, and if you do your best to be your best self, it doesn't matter what the world around you tries to do to you, tries to say to you, tries to make you do. It doesn't matter what the world around you is doing, because internally, you are thriving. You are successful. And yes, it does hurt. It hurts when people talk negatively about you. It hurts when people put you down. It hurts when people diminish your intelligence, your artistic ability, and your strength to survive in this world. It hurts when people truly want to cause you pain. And I, quite frankly, don't understand that state of mind or thinking. I do understand what it's like to lose your mind and to feel scared and not know what to do. But I don't understand how a person can live every single day striving to be the most disgusting, hateful, most evil, deceiving, manipulative person in the world. Like, there are people that genuinely strive to be their worst selves. And that I find curious. So what I encourage all of you to do is, if you ever hear the phrase, we needed to see how far he would go, ensure to your best ability that you don't go as far as they think you're going to. In fact, strive to be your best self, and strive to be happy, and smile. Smiling really pisses people off that don't want to see you smile. And laugh, embrace who you are, and accept that they're gonna judge you and do whatever they so please. But you don't have to give them that power. Or you can. It's really up to you. But at the end of the day, I think you're amazing, And despite, the criticism and the conditioning that the outside world may try to force upon you, it is within your mind, your ability, your heart, your soul, your reason to defy the expectations of the world around you, to defy your own expectations, and to be your best self. It doesn't matter what the world tries to do. It really doesn't. Be your best self. That's going to be hard. It really is. But once again, we needed to see how far he would go. Disgusting, pathetic. It's really just an excuse for another person to diminish their own integrity and morality, as and make it a justifiable reason to act as if it's okay to have such disgusting behavior. That's all it is. It is an excuse to justify unjustifiable behavior. Now, there are some reasons people do what people do. There are sick people in this world that need help. And when it comes to those people, help them get that help that they need. Don't patronize them, and don't antagonize them, and don't go out of your way to deliberately hurt a hurting person because you think it's within your right and within your power. It's not, and it never will be. So yeah, there we go. That's my little rant today. So yeah, that's my rant. Yeah. So, we need to see how far he would go. Horrible sentence. Don't ever allow anyone to think that's okay whatsoever, because that really is just a really bad excuse to be a horrible person. So, yeah. Okay. Wow, I'm moist. Look at this. See this? I'm hot. See this? Very warm. Pants. But I feel like, like a gothic emo monk. I should straighten my hair, put in my blue contacts, my fangs, and like my eyeliner, and I'll be like so mysterious, Okay. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to get notified every single time I upload a new video. And I hope this helps in any way that it can. To be quite honest, I saw, there's a motivational speaker by the name of E.T. And he made a really interesting point to me. He said specifically that, yeah, he talks to the world to help them, feel better, but he also does what he does to help himself. So whenever I am talking to you guys, understand that I'm also talking to me. These experiences that I've had throughout my life, I want to use to make a better day. I want to show the world that it's okay to start off like just a hard life, and I want to show that it's possible to come out of that and get out of that. It's possible. So yeah, just understand that whenever I'm talking to you guys and giving you guys advice, I'm also talking to myself, because we all need advice sometimes. We all need help, and it's good for us all to hear whatever we need to hear. So I do hope this helps some of you. And yeah, thank you so much. Click the little bell icon to get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye.